because starting a business is the toughest time. There is so much hard work that goes into it, and you can make it look all shiny and lovely on social media. But you're like the duck, with the duck with the feet under the water, and up on top you're like swan up top and duck feet underneath. Getting through those hard points, the satisfaction that comes after that it's an unbelievable high.
So obviously we're talking a lot about kids and marriage and stuff like that, and that's a huge part of your identity. But you work as well.
Yes.
You do quite a few things.
I do.
What do you do?
A multifaceted life.
Do I do? So I help my husband in our family winery, where my brother also is part of that.
Hey, that's awesome.
So Dan and I have been doing that for coming up to 10 years.
Wow.
So we started doing that when, I started learning how to do the bookkeeping and accounting for that when I had a 2-week-old baby and a 2-year-old toddler.
So you were doing some serious multitasking.
I was multitasking. I had my baby in the wrapped on me breastfeeding while I was typing with the other hand,
That's
trying
some
to
super mum stuff right
do
there.
the order processing and so on.
This is for Chafee Bros.
This is for Chafee Bros, yeah.
Chafee Bros?
Our wine.
Get the
Chafee
Instagram
Bros Wine
link
Co.
here.
Yeah.
Chafee Bros. Hit them up. Instagram, Twitter.
Perfect.
You're going to do like a special effect, like
Perfectly
blow it
done,
away?
guys.
Let's go and see ya. When I just think of your story, that story that you were just saying, it's almost like all the the great companies, they all went through that period, or the great groups and stuff. Even like this is a large scale example, but Amazon, I was listening to like Jeff Bezos talk about how the formative years, the early stages of their growth, it was just him and another bloke in like a room, and he would be delivering things to people. He would go and take the parcels to the post office
Oh, wow.
himself.
That's what we've done as well.
There you go. You got
And like, working out of the room that's kind of crumbling. It's all kind of fits into the narrative
And
of
like
something
I was saying
great.
to someone the other day,
Wow.
because now I've got a second job and I sell skincare as well, and as part of that we have team trainings every fortnight. And just last week I was saying to the people, Dan and I didn't take a salary for the first 2 years.
Wow.
It was a real growth period, where the business needed everything that we had to give physically as well as financially.
Monetarily, yeah.
So all just went back in. When you made any money, it went back into the business.
All went back into the business.
That must have been stressful.
It was stressful, but it was sort of like our accountants, because we used to have like, meetings with them. They were amazing at helping us, sort of self-development and business development stuff as well. And he actually said to us after 2 years, he's like, guys, I think it's time to start taking some salary. And we're like, oh, yeah, sure. We should do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah. And maybe some superannuation as well. Oh, yeah, let's do that too. Okay.
We should get something out of this. Yeah, let's. We put a lot of work into building this. Let's. Wow, but that's the good thing is you'll all like when you look at your situation now and you're able to look back. It's like you can appreciate the journey that's you gone. I remember the time when we used to do this, when we used to all huddle together in that office. I remember the time where we had no wage. I remember when we used to. Like all the other things you were saying about the earlier stages, it's like, and look at you now.
We do. We've been doing that a lot this year, and it's funny how it's ended up being the 10-year anniversary of when we started.
Wow.
But this year we've got 2 new employees. You met Kaz last weekend.
Yes.
And they've just been incredible. And just before them, Hugh and our other winemaker started as well. And they've just, all 3 of them have sort of breathed this new life into our business. And then we had to move offices as well. And we were in an old restaurant which just wasn't working as an office. Now we're in this beautiful space that used to be an art gallery. Yeah. And we all feel like the business has really matured and we've matured as people. And we just feel like,
You've all grown
like we're at that next stage where, things are feeling really rosy and lovely.
Yeah.
More
Even though we've
established.
just been through, you know, tough times in COVID. Like, it's still tough because some of our markets, like Victoria and New South Wales, are shut down. Like, we're really feeling the pinch there, but we feel like, you know, it's made us have to get creative with online sales and so on. And we've just, the help that we've got from these amazing new people have just reinvigorated us, and we're just like really enjoying it now. Like, we finally be able to
That's interesting
enjoy
to hear
the
that benefit
business.
of having additional people come in. That's it brings that, it reinvigorates things. It brings new energy, new
freshness,
ideas, freshness.
It's interesting because like I feel like all businesses will have to go through this rough period where you just kind of just got to grind it out. You got to get in and do what you got to do
Establish yourself
under non-glamorous conditions and
Absolutely.
just go. And the thing is, the difference is so many people fall out during that period. They go, "No, this is too hard. I can't cut it." And sometimes that's the right decision. You got to fold when you don't have a good hand. But other
But
times,
sometimes it's because you just don't know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
it's
There's
the
something beyond this.
uncertainty. Yeah.
And
If you
I you know,
persist.
I reflect on that a lot
faith.
because I started doing the skincare stuff for one and a half years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for everything that I've learned from Dan, because Dan had businesses before this one. So he already had that experience, which, you know, we wouldn't be standing if it wasn't for him. And I've learned from him how to persevere through the hard times, because starting a business is the toughest time. There is so much hard work that goes into it, and you can make it look all shiny and lovely on social media. But, you know, you're like the duck, you know, with the duck with the feet under the water,
Looks
and
graceful
up
up
on
top.
top you're like swan up top and duck feet underneath. But yeah, just getting through those hard points, the satisfaction that comes after that is, it's an unbelievable high.
because you've built that now. Like, that
Yeah.
is something that you've constructed. You've actually taken something that's an idea and materialized it and put it into real. Like, when you look at your bottles and you look at the labels on it and stuff like, these are all things that obviously were inside your guy's head.
Well, it was Dan. Like,
Yeah.
he already had these amazing ideas when we first got married. You know, he was a wine broker, and he'll tell you this story on his own too.
Future
But
guest.
yeah, he was
Future guest.
always so
Look out for Dan.
unbelievably creative.
Dan the man.
Had
Man,
all
he's like
these
him.
wonderful ideas, but just had no avenue to get them out. And to see him, you know, bring them all to fruition in the last 10 years.
Wow.
And see how happy it makes him, and how this is his passion. This is not work for him.
Yeah, that's the
this
thing.
is something that he absolutely loves. And yeah, like it's there have been tough times in the business where, you know, he has been still at it at midnight writing emails and so on. But I think, and I used to nag him about it and go, "You got to put down the tools, you know, you got to shut the door and let's you know, calm down and everything." But now that I have my own business, I get
understand.
what he was doing there, because it wasn't work for him. He loves it. And if he wasn't looking after things, writing emails and answering people and so on, he wouldn't be able to relax, because there's always something that's
it. That's
not
that
quite
hustle.
finished.
Like, when it's your baby, when it's your thing that you are pushing forward, then there's no other option. Like, in your mind, it's like, you're so consumed by it that this is
but for him, it's not
in a positive way.
Yeah, it's a positive thing, because I think for a lot of people, they feel like they're overworked and you know, not getting anything out of it. It's not like that for him. He loves it.